So it's the beginning of a new month, and I want to go back over the previous month and look at my dividend income. Taking a look at my portfolio, currently I have a few sources of income. DIVO, Jeppy are my two main dedicated income sources. I'm also building up a position in Xyld, and thanks to you guys, I also have a new position, BST, that produces a lot of cash flow. So over the past 1 month, the market has been extremely rough and volatile in terms of their price action, and most of that does translate to my ETFs. However, the thing that I love about my style of income investing is that the yield and cash flow is significantly more resilient than the price action of the market. So hopefully this video acts as a good demonstration to that end, because we're going to be looking at the most recent dividend payments from all of these ETFs and comparing it against other months. So let's get right into this, and if you guys do enjoy this content, let me know, leave a like, subscribe, and maybe I can turn this into a monthly series. Okay, so I want to begin this video with a poll I actually conducted on my YouTube channel, and this is titled, "What's your average monthly dividend income?" 650 of you guys voted on this poll, so thanks a lot for that. But going over the data, we can see that the vast majority, 44% of you guys, make less than $50 a month in dividend income. And this is to be expected. When you start dividend investing, it can take a very long time to get the ball rolling, but once you do, it does snowball rather fast. The next group is $50 to $100 a month in dividend income. This represents 16% of you guys, followed by the group of $100 to $500 a month in dividend income. And surprisingly, this is the second largest group at 23%. Almost a quarter of you guys make between $100 and $500 a month in pure passive dividend income. $500 to $1,000 is only 6%, and greater than $1,000 a month is actually pretty big at 11% of you guys. Okay, so now let's take a look at my portfolio and see how I stack up against you guys. And let's begin with my dedicated income assets, DIVO and Jeppy. So taking a look at DIVO, over the past 1 month, the ETF is down 2.84%, which is a lot better than the overall market. And the overall dividend yield is 4.66% right now. And if we take a look at the most recent dividend payment, it was 14.5 cents per share. And comparing that to the previous payments, it's actually a little bit on the low side. And that's why if we look at my actual dividend income from DIVO over the past month, it did drop slightly from the previous month, coming in at $24.23. Next up, we have Jeppy. Now, over the past 1 month, Jeppy fared a little bit worse than DIVO, down almost 4%. Now, with the Jeppy, the dividend yield is significantly higher at 7.52%, and the most recent dividend payment comes in at 38 cents per share, and comparing that to the previous couple payments, it's not as high as the last one, but generally it is on the higher side. Now, unfortunately, the payout date is today, and I've yet to receive it in my brokerage account. And just to prove it, these are my most recent dividend payments from Jeppy, and the most recent one hasn't came in yet, but we can still calculate it pretty easily. So if I come to this page in my brokerage, I have just about 100 shares of Jeppy. And coming back to the dividend, it paid out 38 cents per share. So my 100 shares times the payout of 0.38 equals a payment of $38. Okay, my next major source of income that's actually my favorite right now is Xyld, and over the past 1 month, it's down 3.86%. This currently has a dividend yield that's way above average at 11.82%. And if we come to the dividend history, the most recent payout was 48 cents per share. And comparing that to all previous payments, that's the highest one yet. And the reason for that is because this ETF generates income by selling covered calls, and covered call premiums, or the income collected, increases when there's more volatility in the market. In fact, the VIX is a visual measure of this volatility, and we can see this major spike last month, and this elevated level of uncertainty helps Xyld to generate higher levels of premium when selling call options. Now, coming back to my portfolio, currently Xyld isn't a huge holding. I'm trying to build it up, but even so, because of the massive yield, I still generated $22.37 last month in dividend income from Xyld. Okay, so those are my dedicated income assets, but as mentioned, I did just open up a new position in BST. Now, BST is very different. It's a science and technology trust, and thus over the past month, it's down over 10%. So this ETF, or rather closed-end fund, it's pretty similar to a growth fund like IGV or the QQQ. The main difference is the massive yield by selling call options on some of these volatile names. And we can see how over time, this closed-end fund can incrementally and consistently raise their dividend quite significantly, and their most recent payout is 25 cents per share. Now, as mentioned, I did just open up this position and I did miss the ex-dividend date for this month's payout. But just like we did with Jeppy, we can easily calculate what the dividend payment should have been and what it's going to be next month. So I currently have 113 shares of BST. And combining that with the very consistent dividend of 25 cents per share, so that equals a monthly dividend payment for me of $28.25. So in total, if we add up my dividend income from these monthly ETFs, that is $112 of passive monthly dividend income. So that's awesome in and of itself, having over $100 in monthly dividend income. But I also have a pretty sizable crypto portfolio that I keep on BlockFi in order to generate interest off of my crypto. Now, crypto is even more volatile than the general market, and over the past 1 month, the price action has been nothing but down. So if we zoom out a little bit and look at the value of my portfolio over time, it jumps all over the place. But so far, I've collected over $1,400 in interest payments off of my crypto assets. And this is paid out to me on a monthly basis. And for the last month, my interest payment was $91.91. So adding that to the $112, that gives me a true monthly dividend income of just over $200. And coming back to my original poll, that puts me right here in this group along with 23% of you guys. So even though over the past month, the markets, both stocks and crypto, have been extremely volatile, my dividend income was near an all-time high. And having this consistent stream of income in my portfolio, to me, is a super powerful thing and motivating during times of high volatility. And if you guys didn't have a chance to participate in that poll I conducted, leave a comment down below. Let us know how much money you make in monthly dividend income. That's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you're still watching, leave the video a like, subscribe, all the kind of YouTube stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.